Alright, continuing on with the series of videos about books because that is the thing now. Um, I went to the bookstore today, and usually I don't do bookstore hauls because I go to the bookstore semi-frequently, and I just never think to do these videos. Well, we're doing one today because I am tickled pink about all my great finds. Well, great for me, anyway. So, starting off, I found two more additions to my Royal Diaries collection: Cleopatra, Daughter of the Nile, and Victoria May Blossom of Britannica. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm probably not. Britannia something. But my brain wants to say Britannica because the encyclopedias and whatever. And so these quite obviously used to be library books. I mean, they probably came from the same library because they have the same marks on them and everything. They had a fair couple of these. They had a one more that I don't actually have, but I didn't get it because I used to have it and I just couldn't get into it, and today didn't feel like the day to give it a second chance. I know that sounds weird, but I was like trying not to break the bank. And so my second or third technically find is this little the Animal Ark Treasury. Animal Ark was a series that I used to read. It was one of those stump things I stumbled upon in the school library as a kid because I would either run out of books at my reading level that I could actually read, and for some reason it was discouraged to read under your reading level. I don't know why, because that could hurt you. No, I think the opposite would have been true, but I was reading at a high school level. That's what all my elementary school teachers said. And keep in mind, I was 8. I was younger than 8 when they said this. But I read these. I read a couple of these. I remember reading Kitten and the Candy Corn, and then one more about one of the horse novels. I can't remember the title of it. Neither of which are actually in here, but I was intrigued because I don't think I've read any of the ones that are in this particular book. I just, oh, I'm so excited because childhood memories. The library was like one of the only good things about my school, honestly. And the only young adult book I got today was A Kiss in Time, and it's by the same author of the Beastly book. Now I have this one on my Kindle, but I want a physical copy because I like to flip the pages. I like to flip pages. Like, I like the smell of books. I like the feel of them in my hands. I like everything about them. And you would so the half price bookstore by my house, like when they do Disney, if it's not explicitly a young adult Disney novel like the Isle of the Lost novels or the Frozen book that bridges the two movies together, it's shoved in this corner labeled Disney with all the other children books. Like, I'm talking little children books, which I'm fine with. I read little children books a lot of the time, actually, because I find them adorable. In fact, they had a Lost Night before Christmas. I don't know why I didn't buy it, but I read that one on Prime because it's available through Prime, so I check it out on my Kindle often. But I didn't buy it. I don't know why I didn't buy it. I just Anyway, what I did find hiding among the Disney books was this Beauty and the Beast book I didn't know about. It's Belle's story, and it looks like a journal with sketches, and there are fold out pages. And I might be a complete child for saying that I like fold out pages and little surprises like this thing, but I do. And I was just very intrigued by it. Hang on. Where is my... I had an American Girl book I got. Where did I set it? Okay, I don't know where I set it, but I'm gonna go look for it. I will be right back. back. So, oh goodness, it looks like I have little horns because these curls just won't stay down. So, let me try to get. So, I found what I was looking for. I found the first Kira book for. Do you see this? $3.99. This book is like $8 on Amazon, which still isn't that bad. But $3.99 for the first Kira book. I was like, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna buy it. It's mine now. They really didn't have a lot of American Girl books today. Like usually they have a bigger section, but they did not have a lot of American Girl books. They had like a Linnea book and a Felicity, not Felicity, Samantha mystery. I was about to say, because if it had been a Felicity mystery, I would have it. But I have all the Samantha mysteries. But Kira, they had Kira Down Under. Oh my gosh. Like, I didn't set out to, like, I'm gonna read these when she came out. Because for me, she looks a lot like Julie and then a lot like Lainey. And why are most of the Girl of the Year characters blonde? I'm just asking. But I do like the prospect of animals in the outback. So I was like, I'll read it. But I'm so happy. Look at it. Just look at it. And as for Disney books that are hiding among the children's storybooks, we have Belle's Story, and then we have this Frozen adventure book. It's another like journal book, but this goes along with like the Lego special they did. Like that was a mini series they did. But these aren't Lego, obviously. These are not Lego. Like, give me the story in a non-Lego format. I mean, Legos are cute, but it's really hard for me to focus when they're Legos and they make jokes about being Legos. It's very odd. But one of the last things that I found, and I'm so happy to have this because when I was in middle school, like I was in 6th grade, I had the best teacher. Let me tell you, I had the best teacher who actually cared about what I learned. Like no, like hardly any of my teachers actually cared what I learned, but she would get donations. Half Price Books donates to schools. They donate old library books and stuff most of the time. And she got this in a donation box, and I wasn't the I wasn't a gigantic Disney Fairies fan. I had a couple of the chapter books and I had a doll or two, but I wasn't like Disney Fairies, give them all to me. It was Disney Princesses. But I loved this book. I loved this book. Even though it's like totally inaccurate with the Tinkerbell films because you can see the Winter Fairies interacting with the regular fairies. If you've seen the Tinkerbell films, that is not the case. But this book, I used to like, we would have free time and I would go right for this book and I would read every page and study every picture. And I have my own copy now. Oh my goodness. I'm just so happy. And I'm petting this book, but I'm just so happy about it. They had like all kinds of Disney books I wish I could have just taken with me. You're probably thinking, well, why didn't you? I'm like, because I'm not made of money, and I need money to Uber places like the grocery store and work. So, yeah. If my paycheck had been bigger this time around, it would have been a different story. But as it is slow season at my job, what can you do? But seriously, Disney Fairies book. I love this book. I loved this book as a kid, and then, funnily enough, a few years ago we were visiting friends, and um, the younger girls, the the younger girls in the family actually had this book, and they had like two or three American Girl books, and they're like, "You want to read them, Liberty?" I'm like, "Yes, yes, I want to read them," and it was amazing. But I like anything that's like a journal diary format. Like it looks like it's written by characters, and there are sketches and pictures and diagrams and maps. I like anything like that. But probably, I don't know what I'm gonna start with. I mean, you haven't seen my TV art or my currently reading piles, but yeah, this happened, and I'm very happy that it all happened.